Hi guys, it's Gillian here and I have a wig review for you today, and this time this is Jon Renau's Kendall in Palm Springs Blonde, which is one of the new blonde colours that Jon Renau has brought out, and she is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. She's obviously a long length bob with some very loose curls. And I say that it's very loose. But look at that colour. Absolutely stunning. She has a root. This is a rooted blonde and it's 18 that comes in this shade. So if you're somebody who's sort of looked at other shades, maybe Malibu Blonde, which is the 12 shade, or you've looked at Shady Praline, which is one of the older colours, so it was probably Jon Renau's most popular blonde for years and years, and that has a shade 8, which is very dark. So these new colours are very most welcome, because I think a lot of people felt that the 8 was maybe too dark. Someone like myself who's very dark does not mind an 8, but I can understand people that have maybe got slightly lighter tones certainly would find that maybe too dark. So this here with the 18 is a mono top. She is hand tied on the top. She is a lace front, so the hair obviously is looking like it's coming out of the scalp with that mono top happening, because it's obviously translucent. You can see that's my hand, you can see through there. Okay, which is great if you've got complete hair loss, partial hair loss, or you're wearing a wig cap. I don't wear wig caps. I don't tend to mind so much if you can't see scalp or not. It doesn't really bother me whatsoever, but for people who want to have that extra realism, then if you've not got any hair growing out, then honestly these caps are just genius. People will really struggle to look at that and think wig. That's the last thing they're thinking of, believe you me. So gorgeous lace front on this. Inside you can see that mono top there. You can see that it is an open wefted cap. You can see the velvet ear tabs, which are very comfortable. And obviously that lace goes from temple to temple. So it's not from ear to ear, because some of the lace fronts can actually extend slightly, but this doesn't. You've got your standard velvet piece for the neck, which makes it very comfortable and it can be worn all day, every day. And your adjustable straps, the Velcro straps here, which allow you to make this cap snug or indeed a little bit roomy if you feel that it's a little bit too tight. This is an average cap that I have got this style in, and I seem to think that she's fairly comfortable in my head. I don't have any issues whatsoever. But some of the styles, it is worth pointing out, some of the styles you can get petite and you can get the cap in a large. Now, if you're someone who's like looked at one of my other videos, in particular, I'm thinking about Rachel. I actually showed the cap difference between Rachel and between Kendall, and the difference being that Rachel is a fully closed cap, she's fully hand tied, whereas this one has the wefting. So she has a slightly cheaper price tag, but she is just equally as comfortable and as luxurious to wear on your head. These wigs are the Rolls Royce, I would say, of brands. Jon Renau is right up there with the likes of Raquel Welch. So I'm going to pop her on so that you can have a wee look at her in length. Okay, bear with me. As I say, I don't wear a wig cap because that's just my personal preference. At the end of the day, I don't feel the need. I feel very comfortable the way it is. And sometimes I'll maybe add little tiny bobby pins, you know, Kirby grips for us in the UK, just to kind of, at the ear tab, just to sort of, it doesn't really need it, but I think it's just for me, belt and braces. I think I just like to know, because I do have my own bio hair. Sometimes having the bio hair, I kind of feel that it might slightly ride up a little bit, especially at the back, depending on how much hair you have. If you're somebody who's very thick hair and you're wearing a ponytail, then it is going to slightly pull, because you've got that knot, that bump somewhere in your head. What I would suggest is maybe splitting your hair into 2 low bunches and then pinning them up, and trying to spread out the hair a little bit rather than have it concentrated in one area. So here we have her. Oh, got fibre in my mouth. Now, that is gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, I'm just somebody who I used to, initially when I first started buying wigs, I was all about the length. I wanted length, and a lot of hair. I've kind of changed over the years, and now I'm finding that I am kind of opting to go for the slightly shorter looks. I mean, still like a bit of length. This is so different for me. I love one of my favourite wigs, which isn't Jon Renau actually, it's Raquel Welch, and it's Editor's Pick Elite, and I've got that in the shaded biscuit. Love, 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 and there will be a review on there on my YouTube channel, so hopefully it's uploaded by the time you see this. So yeah, absolutely, I love the slightly shorter styles and the more glam curl now. I'm really finding that, especially in the summer weather, I'm kind of preferring that on a hot day, putting it on, and it's still exceptionally glam. Really, really gorgeous glam. This is kind of like if you've had on your Editor's Pick for maybe going out to a night out, and the next day you're maybe going to meet your girlfriends for tea, coffee, cream tea, whatever, lunch, and you pop this on and it looks like the curl that you had the night before has just dropped. That's kind of what I think. I think this is an everyday wig. I think this is one that you can wear around the house. You could go and do your gardening. You could pop down to the shops, do your weekly shop. But equally, I think, you know, if you just added a little bit of, let me see, lipstick, colour, and obviously I'm dressed fairly casual, but you would have to imagine, you know, if I glammed things up a little bit, then, you know, this is quite red. Hang on. Wow, that is quite a red. It's quite a red. This is the MAC Cockney, in case anybody's wondering what colour this is. So it's very red, but it's gorgeous, very luxurious. So all you need to do is really to kind of zhuzh it up is obviously you would accessorise. You've got your makeup, your lipstick, and obviously anything you're putting on. But this wig is still, I think, pretty gorgeous. There maybe is a tiny bit of permatease in this this wig here in this style. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. So for those who don't know what permatease is, it's essentially little tiny short stubby fibres that act like backcombing if you had bio hair. So they're quite coarse, very, very short, very coarse, and it sort of helps give lift and volume to particular styles. Some styles don't have any and some styles do. And this is the one that has a tiny amount. So yes, you could maybe zhuzh her up a little bit, but not overly. And to be honest, me personally, I wouldn't zhuzh her a huge amount. I really wouldn't. I just think she is a very beautiful, casual, sun-kissed blonde that would be perfect if you were going on your holly bobbles and you were lying by the pool and you had your glasses, reading your book. Obviously, the current state of the world right now, that's not happening. But you could lie out in your garden, you could pretend, you could, you know, put on your sunglasses and yeah, you could glam it up outside. Why not? She is lovely. Really, really nice. Gorgeous, gorgeous. If you haven't saw the Rachel video, I'll just very quickly say that colour comparison. This is a cooler blonde. Rachel I had in the 12 FS12 is a Malibu blonde. So I'm just going to pull her into shot just now, just so you can have a quick look at colour. So let me pull this over this side here. So you will see straight away that there's a huge difference. So Malibu is a lot warmer in tone, whereas Palm Springs Blonde is a lot more bleached, highlighted, cool tones. It does have some warmth to it, but on the whole, this is still a very, very, very cool style, but gorgeous for the summer. So there you go. The difference, very, very clear. The rooting is different in this as well. This one being the darker, the lighter colour. This is an 18 and this is actually a 12. So this is going to be darker on top. So what else can I say about her? She's just gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. I don't think you'd be very, very disappointed in this style at all. you might be looking at her and thinking she looks completely different to maybe other people that you've seen with her on, and if you're looking at promo pictures. But all synthetic wigs come very differently. They're samey, but they're not identical. So yes, I think that she doesn't look a typical Kendall wig, but she is still absolutely gorgeous. She is fully synthetic. She is not happy with heat other than warming up your hands, etc. if you want to manipulate the fibres that way. If you want to give her a comb through, I would suggest only a wide tooth comb, just to be very, very gentle on the fibres, because at the end of the day, she is synthetic. She's not human hair. With a lot of love and care, this wig can be worn every single day for hours if you make sure that there's no knotting, no tangling, etc. And that is just literally a little gentle comb through at night before you put her away for the night, whether it's on a wig stand or back in the box. So yeah, these wigs, although they're expensive, they can last a long, long time if you look after them incredibly well. So that's her. She's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I say this in all my videos, and I'm sure if you've been watching them and watching them all, binge watching, whatever, you'll be fed up with me saying this. I am independent. I am not tied. I am not paid for any of these reviews. I am just a wig lover. I just like to put them out there so that other people can see them if they're maybe toying with the idea of getting them, or they don't know about shades, etc. So I like to promote businesses because I think it's good, you know, at the end of the day, women empowering women, helping each other, etc. And a fantastic company who I purchase from, especially this one here on my head, is Mimo wigs, and they're based here in the UK, but they do ship internationally as well. They have a lot of customers overseas. Now, Michelle, who runs the company, has a great presence on Instagram. Not obviously I'm on there as well, but there are a lot of like-minded people, a lot of people who enjoy wigs, wear wigs. So if, for instance, you are looking to find a reputable person to purchase from, I would suggest having a look at her website because she has fantastic deals. She also has lots of lovely little nice touches. She maybe throw in a little gift, or she'll gift wrap your box for you, make you feel even more special when you receive your hair. It's a lovely, lovely feeling, and it's a nice company to buy from, so I would definitely recommend them. If you have any comments at all on the wig that I have reviewed today, Kendall, then please by all means leave some comments and I will get back to you as soon as I can. You can subscribe and keep up to date with any new videos that I upload, and there's going to be a lot more coming because I can't help myself. You can also find me on Instagram too. There's lots more photos, pictures, maybe the odd bit about my own personal life, etc. will be on there. And yeah, you can hook me up over there if you like. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and it's been of help to you, and I will hopefully catch you sometime soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.